Of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. 32 days left in the regular season of this 1949 replay, and the stakes in the National League couldn't be any higher. The St. Louis Cardinals and Brooklyn Dodgers are tied at 75 and 52. The New York Giants are 3.5 back. Their elimination number is 23. The Giants have won 7 of 10. So most of our focus over the last 32 days of this regular season will be on the National League, because the American League is pretty much a settled issue. As we leave August, the Yankees are 80 and 47. Cleveland has won 3 straight, but they can't gain any ground. There are 9 games out of first. However, today, the battle for second features the Detroit Tigers and Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox have played well. They're 66 and 61, although they've lost 3 straight. The Tigers have won 7 of 10. They actually have a chance to get second place, and if, Bermuda should fall into the ocean and California into the desert of Arizona, hey, the Yankees could lose. But Cleveland is certainly within sight for the Tigers and the Red Sox. Second place isn't too bad. As we said, 32 days to go. The Tigers and Red Sox from Briggs Stadium next. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Replay 1949. Today, from Briggs Stadium in Detroit, Michigan, it is Hal Newhouser and the Detroit Tigers versus Chuck Stobbs and the Boston Red Sox. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. So it's getting harder and harder. Hi, my name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for this 27th day of May, as we go back to the last day of August, 1949. It's getting harder and harder to find American League games that matter, because the Yankees and Indians, as far as I can tell, are done for the year. The Yankees, they just keep plodding right along. They play, 500 baseball the rest of the way. They're going to win the league by a rather easy margin. The margin is 9 over Cleveland as it stands today. So the focus, pretty much the rest of the way, will be on the Giants, the Dodgers, and the Cardinals, in that now it is now a true 3-team National League race. But we wanted to feature the Red Sox and the Tigers. Both teams are having now decent second halves of the year. And, of course, anytime you see Hal Newhouser for Detroit, it should be a good matchup, as Hal is looking for his 14th win of the year. So although the Tigers and Red Sox aren't going to win the American League, it still should be a good game as we get set for baseball. Now, since it's a Red Sox game, how you doing, John? I am managing the Red Sox and not the Tigers, despite the fact this game is in Detroit. Hal Newhouser will get the start. This will be start number 28 for him. The 44 and 45 American League MVP has only faced the Red Sox once this year. 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 3 and struck out 1. He's a lefty, so they would not likely pitch him at Fenway Park. Overall, 13-9 with an ERA of 3.20. His last start was against the Senators just 4 days ago, a 9-inning complete game win, 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 2 and struck out 4. So in 208 and a third innings, Newhouser has allowed 192 hits, 16 homers, 81 runs, 74 of those earned. You don't need to throw strikes when you're Prince Hal. 75 walks and 76 strikeouts. John, hope you're having a good day. Here's a lineup that he will face. Dom DiMaggio leads off in center field. Johnny Pesky bats second and plays third. Ted Williams in left will bat third. Vern Stevens at short will clean up. Bobby Doerr at second will bat fifth. Al Zarilla in right will bat sixth. Billy Goodman at first will go seventh. Remember, the Red Sox get a very good Walt Dropo in 1950. Not that we're doing 50 next season. Bertie Tebbets, the pride of Burlington, Vermont, behind the plate, will bat 8th, and Chuck Stobbs, who's having an amazing year, will bat 9th and should throw 140 pitches. Pat Mullen is a 6 and a 5 in left as we set the Tiger defense for you. Hoot Evers is a 3 and a 6 in center. Vic Wirtz is a 7 and 7 in right. George Kell is a 6 at third. Lake, no Trout, but Lake is a 6 at short. I wonder if he is the father of the Lake that was a catcher, I believe. Barry is a 4 at second, and Don Calloway is a 4 at first for the Tigers. Swift is a 3 and a 4 behind the plate, and Newhouser is at 8 with a .962 fielding percentage. And with all that, Dom DiMaggio was a 15-game hitting streak, steps up at .313, 8 homers and 54 RBI. We end August with this game. And the first batter of the game hits a fly ball to right. Wirtz should have it. He does. It is a night game for Detroit. And remember, the lights are new. They've only been there a year. It is 78 degrees. The wind blowing in from left at 2. And it is a light rain. Here's Johnny Pesky. Johnny at 284. 2 homers and 43 RBI. Yeah, we're down to the last month. No Tuesday stream next week. So Wednesday at noon, Thursday at noon. And I think that's it, because we got a doubleheader for Labor Day. Todd B., how you doing, my friend? Pitch to Pesky. There's a pop-up left side. Lake and Kell, and George has it. 2 out for Ted Williams. Ted at 346, 33 homers, and 114 RBI. I don't have his walk number in front of me. He has walked 101 times. Pitch to Williams. There's a ground ball to Callaway. Takes it to the bag himself. And that will retire the side. So the Red Sox go in order in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. Chuck Stobbs taking the hill. Yeah, it's battle for that AL MVP, Jamie. After half an inning, no score. So Chuck Stobbs, 19 years old, a veritable baby. And you can't blame him for the Red Sox underperforming in this replay. He is 11-3 with a save and an ERA of 4.02. He has 4 starts left. He's faced the Tigers once. 8 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. He walked 4 and struck out 3. And is 1-0 with a 3.38 ERA. We'll ignore the line about the Yankees and a 40 ERA. Goodness gracious Marie. His last start was the 27th against the White Sox. A win. 6 2/3, 6 hits, a run it was earned, 5 walks and 4 strikeouts. So overall, 109 2/3 innings. 108 hits, 2 homers, 51 runs, 49 of those earned. He has walked 49 and struck out 52. As we said, a baby at 19 years old, a fastball pitcher at 86, and a standard pitcher. And these new ball players could learn a ting or two from Teddy. Yes. Here's a lineup the Tigers will put out there. Eddie Lake leads off at shortstop. No relation to Veronica. Don Callaway at first will bat second. Pat Mullen in left will bat third. Vic Wirtz in right cleans up. George Kell, hitting .340, will bat fifth at third base. Hoot Evers in center will bat sixth. Neil Barry at second will bat seventh. Mr. Swift behind the plate goes eighth, and Hal Newhouser can throw 145 through 18 at the top of the first, will bat ninth. So Ted Williams to set the Red Sox defense a 5 and a 5 in left. I tried to be timely with my references, Todd B. Dom DiMaggio is a 9 and an 8 in center. Probably not the only time that happened to poor Dommy. Al Zarilla is a 5 and a 6 in right. Johnny Pesky is a 10 at third. Vern Stevens is 7 at short. Bobby Dorr a 10 at second. Billy Goodman a 9 at first. Boy, if the Red Sox had played with this infield all year, that's pretty good. Bertie Tibbetts a 5 and a 6 behind the plate. And Stobbs is a 7 with a .909 fielding percentage. Only if they have different sets of parents. It would be nice if Don was related to Cab Calloway. My great-grandmother, back around the era of World War I, on her honeymoon, saw Cab Calloway. Can't believe we're breaking out the non-Fortnite stuff in the first inning, but that's not something you'd ever hear on a Fortnite stream. He must have been playing someplace in upstate New York. But yes, my great-grandmother saw Cab Calloway over 100 years ago. Eddie Lake at 201, by the way. No homers and 7 RBI. And there's a fly ball to left field. Williams will move over, make the catch, 1 out. Brings up Don Calloway. Actually, Eddie, no relation to Steve Lake from the 80s. That's what I was wondering, if he was or not. Don at 316, no homers and 33 RBI. You might hear a Al Jolson reference. Mammy. Pitch to Calloway. There's a line drive to short. Stevens is there, 2 out. The 4th is my mom's birthday, so you might get an Al Jolson reference on that day. Here's Pat Mullen. Pat at 240, 6 homers and 34 RBI. Stops, winds, and deals. And he draws the 2-out walk, does Mullen. Full count, low and outside on the change. Brings up Vic Wirtz. Vic at 316, 12 homers, and 91 RBI. He had 133 RBI for the Tigers in the real season, or on the real season. Won't get that in the replay. There's a ground ball up the middle. Stobbs knocks it down over to first, and that will retire the side. The Tigers draw a walk and leave a runner on. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 1, no score. So Vern Stevens, Bobby Dorr, and Al Zarella to face Prince Hal here in the 2nd. And don't ask him if he has Prince Albert in a can. How you doing, Mike from the truck? They've already started to do the beta, by the way, for Pro Strategy Football 2022. And if your eyesight's 2022, that's pretty good. Stevens at 265, 26 homers and 106 RBI. Again, he's not going to drive in 159. Got an outside shot if he's hot to come close to those 39 home runs, though. In the left, Mullen has it. 1 out. Brings up Bobby Dorr, 264, 19 homers and 93 RBI. The batting average is disappointing. I think the Red Sox just didn't produce the first half of the year. Since the break, they're a pretty good club. This, by the way, is game 128 for them and 130 for the Tigers. Pitch to Dorr. There's a liner in the left field for a base hit. So Mullen will throw that back in, 1 out. For Al Zarella, Al at 271, 5 homers, and 57 RBI. And they got him. He swings and misses at a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. And knowing that most, as the wifey's making a smoothie for herself, knowing that most fastball pitchers in that era threw at 85, 86, if it was that hard, that 95 must have just been barreling down. Here's Billy Goodman, 259, No homers and 44 RBI, and as far as we know, he is not any relation to Benny Goodman. Throw to first, Doris back. Goodman into left center or right center field. Evers rides the Schwinn, coming on, makes the catch. And that will retire the side. Yep, that ball had some giddy up on it. Red Sox, no runs. A hit, they leave a runner on. After an inning and a half, it's the Red Sox nothing, the Tigers nothing. Brings up George Kell. George at 340. 9 triples, by the way. 2 homers and 74 RBI. Stobbs delivers to start the inning, and that's a base hit down the line and right. Kell's going to go for 3, I would think. This would be number 10 if he gets there. The throw to Pesky, not in time. And for George Kell, you can see in 600-point type, has his 10th triple of the year. And the Tigers are threatening with nobody out here in the second. For Coot Evers at 294, 8 homers and 60 RBI. You know, I really do need to do a game with you, Todd, and baseball demos are in together, because I think we are about 6 more references to Kevin Bacon. Yes, probably. Just take me to the puntery. Pitch to Evers. Walked him. So Stobbs lost him on a full count curveball. Inside. Here's Neil Berry. 258. No homers and 18 RBI. Chuck Stobbs and Roy Sievers, Jamie says, used to do DC lottery commercials together in the 90s. They were teammates on some not-so-great Senators teams of the 50s. Yep. But you gotta have heart. Miles and miles and miles of heart. Or, to borrow a slogan from New York, you can't win if you don't play. Pitch to Barry. Is a ground ball to short. Might be 2. Stevens to Dorr for 1. If they hurry, they will. To Goodman, and that should be 2. So Kell will score because they'll trade 2 for the price of 1. And it's 1-0 Tigers. Nobody on. 2 out for Bob Swift, who's at 269, 3 homers, and 27 RBIs. Kevin Bacon, them. He should be. I think one of those teams is named Bacon, isn't it? I asked to be traded to the team named Bacon. Although I have nothing against hash browns. And Gardner, by the way, continues to call me a clubhouse cancer. Pitch to Swift. Fly ball to right. Zarella will watch that one go foul. And somebody from Windsor across the Ambassador made that catch. Count is 2-2 to Swift. 2 out, bottom of the second, 1-0 Tigers. In the left field, Williams back in the corner, and he will make the catch to retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the third. It's the Tigers 1, the Red Sox nothing. So Bertie Tibbetts, Chuck Stobbs, and Dom DiMaggio here in the third to face Hal Newhouser. Tibbetts at 278, 3 homers, and 37 RBI. Oh, I'm getting threats now from my audience. My days with the hash browns are limited, Jamie says. Might get sent off to play with the grits. Chuck it, the John Rocker of his era. Don't blame me, Hartford. I love you. But I refuse to eat pineapple on my pizza. And if that makes me a clubhouse cancer, so be it. Pitch to Tibbetts. It's a fly ball to right. Wirtz is there. Has it for the out, 1 away. Brings up Chuck Stobbs, not a bad hitting pitcher, 214 with 6 RBI and 2 doubles. Wow. He's not even here to take notes. Of course, you'd have to explain to him who John Rocker was, but pitch to Stobbs is a line drive to short. Lake is there, and there's 2 out. So DiMaggio is 0 for 1. Dom on the 15-game hitting streak. Newhouser is opening 9 on 40 pitches. 2 2/3 innings, a hit, and a strikeout. He brag on Mike from the truck a bit here. I don't know if he's still with us. For Pro Strategy Football 2021, you go to his website. If he's here, put it in the chat. And every season from 1946 forward is available as a download for free, just as long as you own the game. Absolutely remarkable achievement. Over 11,000 players rated for your dancing and dining pleasure. Pitch to Domi is a ground ball up the box. Newhouser throws it over to Callaway. Hi-de-ho. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom 3, 1-0 Tigers. And so, speaking of Newhouser, Al at 120. 48 NFL, yeah. And all the seasons from 50 to 2020, including the AFL. So that's quite the accomplishment. And so if you're interested, that link is good. You can get what you want. And the game itself is available on Steam. The Newhouser at 120, no homers, and 3 RBI. If Juckets gets released from the Grits, would he be living off the Grits? I'd go to the Rockingham Ritz, so I can put it on the Ritz, right? And the Grits are sponsored by Mel's Diner, which you can kiss. Yep, the game is $19.99 on Steam, and all the team downloads are free. Stobbs starts the inning, getting Newhouser on the outside corner with a fastball. So 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Stobbs is opening 9. Not very neat and tidy. 52 pitches. Goodness gracious. 2 1/3 innings, a hit. He walked 2 and struck out 1 so far. And here's Eddie Lake, who's 0 for 1. Eddie draws the walk. Third walk from Stobbs, a 3-1 outside and high on the fastball. Still raining here in Detroit, a light rain, and the wind barely blowing in at 3. D. Scott Howard tells me I'm welcome to come pitch for the Bellingham Benedicts. Ooh. Happy Hollandaise. Happy Hollandaise. Oh, you're welcome. Of the Independent Brunch League. Callaway is 0 for 1. Yeah, it really is. It is a tremendous buy, Todd. Can't wait to see what they're doing for the new version. Pitch to Callaway, who's 0 for 1. A ground little looper in the left center field. That's going to drop. Lake will hold at second. And the Tigers are in business here with 1 out for Pat Mullen, who walked his first time up. Lake on second, Callaway on first. Mullen. Ground ball to Stevens, should be 2. Door for 1. Over to Goodman, and it definitely is 2. So 6-4-3 on the double play, and the Tigers cannot score. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. After 3, it's the Tigers 1, the Red Sox nothing. Well, if you missed the opening, and most of you do, live, here's a look at how we stand on this last day of August 1949. The National League is a 3-way horse race. The Cardinals and Dodgers are tied at 75 and 52. And yes, we've already got both of the St. Louis-Brooklyn games checked off, and they will be in St. Louis. The Giants are 3.5 back. The Phillies are 7.5 back. The Cubs have already vacated for the Bears. And last, in the American League, the Yankees' magic number is 19. although Cleveland has won 8 of 10. Detroit and Boston still have a shot at second place. The Senators have overachieved. They've come back down to earth, but they've overachieved. And the Browns are looking at real estate in Baltimore. And notice, the only team out of the 16 with a winning record on the road are the New York Yankees. They're 35 and 32. It'll be Pesky, Williams, and Stevens to face Newhouser here in the fourth. Johnny is 0 for 1. And there's a slow ground ball deep in the hole. Lake throws, and Pesky, who can run, is going to be thrown out. And that'll bring up Ted Williams. Ted is 0 for 1. This time around into right field, and Wirtz will make the catch against the warning track. Well, the Red Sox will break 500. They're 66 and 61. But they certainly underachieved in 78. There's Stevens. Vern is 0 for 1. And he draws the walk. So the 2-out walk, low and inside on the hard curve from Newhouser. And they'll bring up Dorr, who singled. Yeah, we tried 3 times to get the Red Sox to contend for a pennant. Picked 3 good years that the Red Sox had. Yeah, Twitch may ban me from any future Red Sox endeavors. I really thought the American League would be the tight race. Yeah. First walk for Newhouser. Pitch to Dorr, 1 for 1. Here's a fly ball right center field. Evers comes in, makes the catch. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the fourth here at Briggs. 1-0 Tigers. So Wirtz, Cal, and Evers. Wirtz is 0 for 1. Staub starts the inning with a line drive past a diving Bobby Dorr, and that's a single. So the third hit for the Tigers. George Kell with his 10th triple of the year, his first time up. And he scored the game's lone run in the second. This time he drops a bunt. Goodman's going to come in for it. He throws to Dorr covering, and it's going to be a sacrifice. See, that's a big difference. It's 3-4 on the card, by the way, between the old style of baseball and today. I mean, Kell's hitting 342. I'm not thinking he's going to drop a bunt. Never entered my mind that he would do that. But yet, he did, and it worked. Here's Evers, who walked his first time up. This time he strikes out at 2-2 on the inside part of the plate. Fastball got him looking. And 2 out for Barry, who's 0 for 1. Pitch from Stops. Runner goes into left field. Williams has it, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit. The Tigers leave a man on. We go to the fifth in Corktown. 1-0 Detroit. So Zarilla, Goodman, and Tebbets to face Newhouser here in the fifth. Al struck out his first time up. Newhouser's pitch. That's lined into right center field. Barry running out a long way and makes the catch. That looked like that was a rainmaker. Of course, it is raining here. And that should have been Wirtz's ball. Oh, I love the pun in the chat. 1 out. So Todd B asks, okay, have to ask, is Hoot Evers any relation to the infamous Johnny Evers from the Cubs? And John Goodell says, there's a chance he is. You didn't have to tinker very long to figure that one out, did you, John? Here's Billy Goodman. Billy's 0 for 1. And there's a ground ball base hit right side. Wirtz will pick it up. And for the Red Sox, that is their second hit of the ball game. Brings up Tebbets. Birdie is 0 for 1. There's a ground ball to Callaway. I don't think they're going to get 2. No, he'll take it to the bag himself, and Birdie is retired. Goodman moves to second. Yeah, thank you. I was told that was well played. Again, the Fortnite streamers are going, what? Here's Stobbs. Chuck is 0 for 1. 2 out, top the 5th. 1-0 Tigers. Pitch runner goes, and there's a base hit in the right center field. Evers will pick it up. Goodman will score without a throw, and this game is tied at 1. Evers got on the Schwinn, but he got distracted by the ding-dong card. And the pitcher gets the beer league single, and it's a 1-1 game. So Newhouser threw 18 batters, 75 pitches, 4 2/3 innings, 3 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. And Dom, with a 15-game hitting streak, is still 0 for 2. Jamie says, apparently Hoot got his name because he was a fan of the Hoot Gibson films as a kid. DiMaggio hits a ground ball deep in the hole. Lake with a bang-banger over to first, and that will retire the side. But halfway home on a Thursday, a run for the Red Sox on 2 hits and no errors. After the commercial, it's the Red Sox 1, the Tigers 1. If you joined us late, here's how we got here. Tigers scored their run in the second. Neil Barry with a fielder's choice to make it 1-0 Detroit. Vic Wertz now has a 10-game hitting streak. He singled in the 4th. And the Red Sox just tied the game in the 5th on a Chuck Stobbs single to score Billy Goodman to make it 1-1. By the way, our newest follower, 179 here on Twitch, is Bran Rants. And so you go on a rant, I suppose, after eating some, either he's a big fan of high fiber, or his name is Brandon. One of the two. Might be both. Chuck Stobbs, by the way, a 3-hitter through 4. He's given up an earned run. And Newhouser, a 3-hitter through 5. And Prince Hal has only walked 1. Stobbs has walked 3. He'll face Bob Swift, Hal Newhouser, and Eddie Lake here in the bottom of the 5th. Bob is 0 for 1. There's a sharp grounder to third. Pesky throws, and that is an out. Hoot was indeed a night owl, who probably smoked white owls. And Jamie says, not swift enough. Yeah, the Indians have a 1 o'clock game today against the Tigers. Justin Bieber pitching. Hope the Tribe can play at least 1 run. Newhouser is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Stobbs delivers. And that's a walk. Brings up Eddie Lake. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. 18 batters. Look for the right side. 18 batters deep for Stobbs. 85 pitches. 4 1/3 innings. 3 hits. He's walked 4 and struck out 2. Taping a D2D tomorrow. Going to be talking about math and games. So that's what we're taping tomorrow on Digital Dice. Pitch to Lake is popped up. Tebbets takes off the mask, dodges the raindrops, and makes the catch against the screen. 2 out for Callaway. Don is 1 for 2 with a single. The lines for both teams at the moment are identical. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left on. Callaway chops one to second. Dorr throws to Goodman at first, and that will retire the side. Tigers leave a man on after 5 innings. It's the Red Sox in Detroit, tied at 1. It'll be Pesky, Williams, and Stevens for the Sox here in the 6th. Johnny's 0 for 2. Pesky liner up the middle. Evers is there, and Hoot makes the catch. 1 out. Here's Williams. Ted's 0 for 2. I don't know why I had to look at the walks. It's sitting right there. Pitch to Ted. There's a base hit into right center field. Wirtz will pick it up. And that's the 4th hit for the Red Sox. Here's Stevens. He's on an 8-game hitting streak. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. So lots of Apatalk. Lots of other things, too. And replay. That's true. Pitch to Stevens. There's a liner up the middle. Evers has it lined up. Makes the catch. 2 out. Here's Dorr. Bobby 1 for 2 with a single. 1-1. 2 out. Top the 6th. Red Sox and Tigers. And here's a fly ball to center field. Evers goes back, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs. The Red Sox get a hit and strain a runner. After 5.5, it's still 1-1. So Mullen, Wirtz, and Kell to face Stobbs here in the 6th. Chuck starts the inning with a liner right back up the box. Stobbs channels his inner to Carrasco and makes the catch. 1 out. Bruins have a few days off thanks to their impressive first-round win over the Washington Capitals. Here's Wirtz. Vic 1 for 2 with a single. Vic, that's a line drive up the middle for a base hit. Dorr couldn't get there. And that's the 4th hit for the Tigers. Here's Kell. George tripled and scored in the 2nd. And Dave talks about getting rid of me and calls it addition by subtraction. You don't bring me pizza anymore. Pitch to Kell. This time he swings into right field. Zarilla will make the catch. Wirtz goes back to first. Multiplication by subtraction. Ho ho! Ho ho ho! Here's Hoot Evers. He is 0 for 1. He has walked and struck out. Okay, the Los Angeles Kings, Gardner, would like to talk to you about a 5-minute power play that didn't happen last night in one of your games. Pitch to Evers. Ground ball up the middle. Stevens snares it, throws it to first. Evers is running, and they got him. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 6, 1-1 the score. I shouldn't pick on Dave too much. He played a few games last night of his 1970-71 shootout NHL replay, which is worth a look because that game is a boatload of fun. Dave and Ron are like Lewis and Martin. Who's going to strangle the other first? Flavin! Dave can sing better than I am, so he can be Dean. Here's Zarella. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Newhouser starts the 7th with a line drive up the middle, and Evers has that. 1 out for Goodman. Billy 1 for 2 has singled and scored. Speaking of replay, Kurt Bergman got a bunch of replay stuff, and he's showing it off on his channel on YouTube. You should go watch. He's good. And Goodman hits a ground ball to second. Barry over to Callaway for the out. So a simple 4-3, 2 out for Bertie Tebbets, who's 0 for 2. Pitch to Bertie is a ground ball to Callaway. He'll take it to the bag himself, and it'll be stretch time. 1-1. Todd asks any surprise plans for episode 100. That's about 10 weeks away. The good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. So, around August for that. Hard to believe, isn't it? We're taping number 90 tomorrow. Not sure what we'll do for that one. Neil Barry is 0 for 2. He's grounded into a double play. We'll be in syndication then. Yeah, the network will drop us and we'll go into syndication. Pitch to Barry is strike 3. He got him looking on an 87-mile-an-hour fastball. 1 out. So that's 3 for Stobbs. And then I'll bring up Swift, who's 0 for 2. Pitch to Swift. 0 for 2. Now he's going to be 1 for 3. Drops that one into left field and right in front of Williams. Kind of a blooper, and that's the 5th Tiger hit. Swift has no speed. Kind of an oxymoron then, because he has a speed rating of 1. Pesky and Goodman come in for the bunt. I can't imagine they would pull Newhouser here. He's only thrown 98 pitches. They do not. And Newhouser strikes out. He looked at it. A 1-2 fastball on the outside half. So Stobbs threw 27 batters, 116 pitches. 6 2/3 innings, 5 hits. 4 walks and 4 strikeouts. If I wanted to become famous on Twitch, I wouldn't be doing Action PC Baseball. Here's Lake. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. You could have been a contender. Stella! Pitch to Lake is... Got him! A full count fastball. He struck him out. Looking. No runs. A hit, no errors. We go to the 8th. A dandy here from Briggs Stadium. 1-1. Yep. It's all good fun. Here's Stobbs, who will bat. Not sure how much longer he's going to pitch. The Red Sox bullpen is something, to paraphrase a good song, some kind of terrible. Stobbs is 1 for 2. He drove in the lone run for the Red Sox in the 5th. And he struck him out on an 0-2 cutter looking at 95. Mariano Rivera would be impressed if he had been alive at that point. Brings up DiMaggio. Dami is 0 for 3. Newhouser threw 27 batters. 101 pitches. 7 1/3 innings. 4 hits. A walk, the 1 run is earned, and he struck out 2. We'll see. We'll see. We'll have finished year 2 by then. Gosh. I'm not sure we'll be holding any seances for Hafner, but Pitch to DiMaggio is a fly ball to left field. Mullen will track it down. 1 out. Or 2 out, rather. Here's Pesky. Johnny's 0 for 3. Got him! Newhouser got him on a 2-2 fastball at 96 on the outside corner. And Pesky just shakes the head. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom 8, 1-1. So Callaway, Mullen, and Wirtz. I can tell you there won't be any body painting in episode 100. Stobbs starting to fatigue. Callaway 1 for 3. Mullen and Wirtz, by the way, are lefties, and of course so was Stobbs. And he got him. He swings and misses on a 2-2 fastball. That's 6 for Stobbs. And now we'll bring in Mullen, who is 0 for 2. He has walked and grounded into a double play. No Lori Loughlin, I can guarantee you that as well. Pitch to Mullen. There's a ground ball to door. Over to first. And that's an out. There's 2 away. Todd B smells extra innings. That's just my cologne. Here's Wirtz. Vic is 2 for 3. He is singled twice. It'll be Williams, Stevens, and Dorr, the heart of the Red Sox order in the 9th. Stobbs has pitched well. Then again, so is Newhouser. Hafner's not dead. He's the Howard Hughes of sports gaming. You know, there is a very dedicated army that keeps his games alive, that produces new seasons for all of his games. Our friend Philip Lupi manages a couple of those Facebook groups, and he's currently doing a bad teams league. And I see Dave is still with us. One of those teams is the Cleveland Spiders. And even in a stinky team league, they're like 28 and 80. That is Zombie Corpse bad. Pitch to Wirtz. In the right center. Back goes DiMaggio, and that ball is gone. So Vic Wirtz has just put the Tigers out in front, 2-1. So 2 out. A 2-out solo shot for Wirtz. Here it is again. His 13th of the year. And all Dommy could do was turn and watch the game stutter and go. Okay, that's really slow. Thanks for playing. Yeah, the Indy 5. Okay, thank you. Don Callaway is going around the bases like he's Bartolo Colon, for goodness sakes. Since the Indy 500's this weekend, let's see if I get an early enough thing there. I got something for the Indy 500. I love the tennis game, Jamie. Football game. I've never played it. I have them. I just couldn't get the DOS box to slow it down enough to run on my computer. Here's Cal. George is 1 for 2 with the triple. He's going to get punked for showboating around the bases. That's what you get for going chariot racing in a rainstorm. It's still raining here, 68 degrees. 2 out, bottom of the 8th. 2-1 Tigers. Pitch to... Nope, no, here's the home run again. Helps if the mouse is in the right spot. That's a little bit faster. Now, wouldn't that be something? Wayne Gretzky coming on for episode 99. John is attending his 35th Indy 500 Sunday. Is there an actual rule regarding how long you have to run the bases? I don't know. You can talk to Brian McCann. I don't think it's like foul shots in basketball. Matrix game sells a Chariot game. I have Quadriga. I bought that. Someone gave that to me on Steam. And that's a fun game. Now that Wayne is with TNT, I wonder if we could get him on. Yeah, that's a good one. That is a fun game. I get killed all the time. All right, pitch to Cal as we go back to the game. And there's a ground ball, base hit left side. Williams will throw it back in. Here's Hoot Evers, who's 0 for 2. He has walked and struck out. The slower, of course, you run the bases. I guess that would be for Todd the George Hendrick rule. Yeah, we're looking for Paulina Gretzky on episode 99. That's the body painting one, yes. I'll talk golf with Dustin Johnson, too. The slower the run, the bigger chance you get of getting plunked. Evers is 0 for 2 with a walk. He hits that one in the left field. Williams goes back in the corner, and Ted will make the catch, and that will retire the side. But Vic Wirtz has given the Tigers a 2-1 lead on the run. 2 hits and no errors. We go to the 9th. Williams, Stevens, and Dorr to face Newhouser. The Tigers 2, the Red Sox 1. So Williams is 1 for 3. Just had his 173rd hit of the year to end August. In the left center field, Evers moves over, 1 out. So next baseball game on this channel is Wednesday. We'll probably start kicking around the majors again, Jamie, when I'm done with the 49 replay. We definitely will do some golf. That was fun. And that might be something we do in the downtime between the baseball season and whatever football project we're going to do for the fall. We will have some of that. And I probably won't do those 4 straight days. That might be a Tuesday and Thursday thing. Those are fun. But they were a lot of work. Let me tell you that. But they were fun. Poor Arnold Palmer couldn't. Oh, I thought he had that Masters, man. Brooks Koepka, Bryson DeChambeau cage match. Throw Patrick Reed in there and everyone would win, right? Chuck Connors did a cartwheel turning the bases on one of his 2 homers for the Cubs. What was it? Jimmy Pearsall ran the wrong way, right? Stevens is 0 for 2 with a walk. 1 out, pitch from Newhouser. There's a pop-up left side. That's going back. That may not be a pop-up. In fact, this game is tied. That ball just kept going and going and going, and Stevens has tied this game at 2 with his 27th of the year. The wind is blowing in from left, but only at 3, but that was an Energizer Bunny home run. And so what the baseball gods giveth to the Tigers, they've taken away. That just missed hitting the facade of the second deck. And Stevens has his 27th. And Miss Cleo's psychic powers are intact indeed. So here's Dorr. Bobby is 1 for 3 with a single. So 2-2, 1 out in the 9th. Pitch to Dorr. There's a ground ball base hit left side. Remember, the Tigers are running Newhouser, not me. And the go-ahead run is on with 1 out for Al Zarilla, who is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Barry Swift in the pitcher spot for the Tigers in the 9th. Probably to face a new pitcher as Stobbs is at 141. Pitch to Zarella. There's a line drive. Evers makes the catch. 2 out. Goodman, 1 for 3. A single and a run scored. Throw to first, door back. Remember, no game next Tuesday. I get to try out a new kind of wheelchair. So we're back with you for baseball on Wednesday. Pitch to Goodman. There's a ground ball to Lake. Eddie throws to first, and we go to the bottom of the ninth. Callaway keeps his foot on the bag. But the Red Sox, thanks to the solo shot by Vern Stevens, have tied this ball game. Red Sox get a run on 2 hits and no errors and leave a runner on. Bottom 9 will have a new pitcher coming in. Red Sox 2, Tigers 2. So Stobbs is done. Oh my gosh, and everybody's tired. So Mickey McDermott, another lefty, or do I go with Dobson? Well, Dobson has relief appearances, so we'll go with him. He'll bat 9th. So Joe Dobson, who is probably going to bat because the Red Sox bullpen is tired. A happy Memorial Day, Mike from the truck. He's going to go get his great son from school. And so thanks for hanging in there. Burhead is 32. He's a fastball pitcher, 83, and a standard pitcher, making only a second relief appearance. He's 13-8, doesn't start again until September 11th, with an ERA of 3.48. Against the Tigers, this is his 4th appearance. He's made 3 starts, and none of them successful. 16 in the third innings, 22 hits. 16 runs, 15 earned. He's walked 11 and struck out 8. He's 1-1 with an ERA of 8.27. I'll get letters about this one. His last appearance was 8 days ago, a 7-inning start against the Browns, which he lost. 9 hits, 7 runs all earned, walked 5 and struck out 4. So in 191 in the third innings, he's allowed 178 hits, 10 homers, 83 runs, 74 earned. He has walked 73 and struck out 90. And this is his game now. Barry, Swift, and pitcher spot. Newhouser can still pitch if they need it. Barry is 0 for 3. Neal is struck out and grounded into a double play. Dobson's game starts with a base hit right side. Zarella comes in, picks it up, and the winning run is on for Swift. 8th hit from the Tigers. Bob is 1 for 3. 1 pitch, 1 hit. And he walked. So the Tigers now have the winning run in scoring position for Newhouser, who was struck out twice and walked. I suppose the computer should pinch hit here and play to win the ball game. Pesky and Goodman play for the bunt. He stays in the game. He squares. Tebbets throws to first. Door is there, so the winning run is 90 feet away. Really? Yep, here's a good reminder. As we approach the summer, remember to be safe when playing with fireworks. Lake, by the way, draws the intentional walk, so they're loaded and 1 out. Joe Dobson blew off his left thumb as a kid playing with explosives. Oof. So the Red Sox will play for 2. Infield halfway. Outfield in. Callaway 1 for 4. He has singled and struck out. So Dobson has faced 4 base batters and 3 have reached, but Lake was an intentional walk. Pitch to Callaway is strike 3. Oh, he swung on and missed an 83-mile-an-hour fastball. Talking about dodging a firecracker there. Goodness gracious me. 2 out for Mullen, who was 0 for 3. He has walked and grounded into a double play. Dobson deals. Mullen. And that will win the ball game as he singles into right center field. There wasn't anything you could do about that. That was a blooper. Sorella rode on the horse and just could not get there. And the Tigers have walked this one off 3-2. So a good ball game here at Briggs. So Hal Newhouser goes the distance. The fix was on. He'll get your MVP of the game from Digital Dice. 9 innings. He goes to 14-9. 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. The home run, he walked 1 and struck out 3. Chuck Stobbs did all right. 8 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned. The home run to Wirtz, he walked 4 and struck out 6. Have a safe holiday, John. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Red Sox. 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Tigers. Joe Dobson, who was the best of not great options for the Sox in the pen, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, a run, it was earned. He walked 2 and struck out 1, and he gets the EMRHL GOAT of the week. So, the rest of the day in baseball. You like that one, Dave, huh? Let's finish up August, shall we? The Pirates beat the Giants at the Polo Grounds 8-3. Whirl goes to 9-7. Sheldon Jones, 11-10. Wally Westlake is 20th of the year. He drove in 2. He went 3 for 5. The Giants had 4 errors. Braves beat the Cubs in Boston 7-2. Johnny Sane, 10-15. Schmitz, sounds like a beer, 9-14. Fletcher, Albie Fletcher, 2 for 4. His 9th of the year. The Nationals beat the White Sox 6-3. Hudson goes to 12-8. Billy Pierce falls to 7-9. Kozar, his 4th of the year, goes 3 for 5 and drives in 2. Yankees beat the Browns. There's a shock. 7-2. Vic Raschi goes to 16-10. Ned Garver, 8-14. And Hank Bauer, 2 for 4, 2 RBI and a triple. The A's beat the Indians 3-2 in 10 innings. Fowler goes to 12-11. Mike Garcia falls to 4-7. Larry Doby, 2 for 3, is 9th of the year. Pennant race in the National League remains static. The Cardinals beat the Phillies 3-2 at Scheib. Harry the Cat Burkeen goes to 14-7. Kenny Heinzelman falls to 14-11. Stan Musial, 1 for 3. It's his 26th in a walk. Brooklyn beat Cincinnati at Ebbett 6-4. Irv Hatton, 15-8. Johnny Vandermeer, 4-11. Cooper, 2 for 4, 2 homers and 2 RBI. And Jackie Robinson now has 100 RBI on the year. Standings. As we now move into September, St. Louis and Brooklyn are even. The Giants are 4.5 back. And the American League World Series tickets on sale at gates 4 and 6 at Yankee Stadium. The Yankees' lead is now 10 games over Cleveland, 13 over Detroit, and 15 over Boston. Wednesday's game, noon Eastern, will be Brooklyn and the Giants from the Polo Grounds. That's the offering Wednesday, because I'm busy on Tuesday. Make a note of that. Noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. And we'll do something for you, something over the weekend I think you might like. I'm not sure what that is yet. But it's a holiday weekend and we'll figure something out. I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. Have a safe holiday. We'll talk to you soon. So long, everybody.